Hi folks, welcome to the B29 restoration project. So this video we're going to start working on getting all the cowls trimmed up to where they are ready to figure out the whole mounting situation. Pretty much we've decided on the engines. I think we're going to go with the, well, not think, we're highly likely going to go with the Stinger 125 Pros from Legend Hobby. We did a little bit of testing yesterday with one, and the results were pretty impressive for the size propeller that we were spinning, which was a 26x10 Bila 4-blade, a scale 4-blade. We got about 5,700 RPM out of that, which, me going into it, I figured if we could get around 57 to 6,200 RPM out of that propeller, that we should be pretty good to go, considering this thing originally flew on DA100s with 24x8 Zinger propellers, which are not exactly the most efficient propellers. They're good for stirring paint, in my opinion. Anyways, we got 4 cowls here. You know, since there's 4 of these to do, it kind of makes sense to come up with some simple tooling to do all of the trimming for this, just to make life a little bit easier. I've already actually done 3 of the cowls up here in the engine openings, and it's a really simple tool that I have done. So basically what I have done is I have taken my Dremel tool, and then I have taken the router attachment for it. I've removed the router base, and then I have the rest of it here onto the Dremel tool, and I've just taken a piece of balsa wood and cut it to where it will fit the upper base, or the threaded portion of that router, that Dremel router attachment will sit on the base. I've got a cutoff wheel that's set the correct distance down here for inside the lip, and more or less you just sit it here on top of the cowl and you go around in a circle, and it cuts the inside of the lip to the proper dimension that you're looking for. I'm keeping these about and there we have our cutoff piece. You can see cuts all the way around, and then here inside of the cowling we've got a nice, pretty much even cut all the way around it. So I've got to do the same thing here for the lower openings. Unfortunately, this large cutoff disc does not fit inside of that, but I do have some of these smaller diamond tipped ones that came from, I think, Amazon. I think it's like a bag of 10 for like 10 bucks. They're really cheap. They're honestly not that good. They're very easy to bend the disc. But I'm gonna use basically the same attachment. I'm gonna go on the inside of here to do the same thing to the other 4. We'll have to Okay, so I've got the majority of these cut. Because of the shape of the whole router attachment thing, it just won't get inside the corner, so I'm just gonna have to freehand it from there. I've got 2 guides, so it should be relatively easy to do. I'm going to have to remove the router portion of it from the Dremel tool. So now we're just gonna kind of come in here and we're gonna freehand it. Luckily there's 2 guides from either of those slots, so it should be fairly easy. There's one side. Just gonna put the Dremel disc here inside those slots, turn it on, and work our way out. You can see here on the cutout portion of it, we've got a very nicely cut piece. Okay, now we got the all 4 front openings, or all cowls on the 4 cowls front openings, however you want to say that. We got all that cut out. Now the last set to do is this back side. There is a very lightly molded line here. You can kind of see the edges of it where the tape was. The forward edge is where we trim it. Before I decide this is exactly where I'm going to trim it, I'm actually going to mount an engine to the airplane, make sure that it fits properly, or where these lines are, to where we don't end up with the cowls that are too short, because I really don't want to make 4 of these again. And once we get that figured out, I'll come up with some sort of jig to use a drill press to basically do the exact same thing we did with the Dremel tool. We'll put the cutoff wheel in the drill press, put it as fast as we can, and then we'll put this on the base, and then we'll just kind of twist it around to cut the back edge. So let me get a motor mounted and we'll figure all that out here in a bit.